Yo guys, what's going on? Spoofy of TheCardGuys. I'm here with Sean Kim. You're from Canada.
Yeah.
Bro, okay, so you just came in top 64 at Nats this year in the US. We're in, what is it, Nashville, Tennessee?
Yeah.
So how was your trip on the way over here?
Well, we flew here. It was basically, we caught the red eye. It's a 12-hour trip. I mean, it was okay because we were all together, all our friends, so the flight was good. But besides that, the weekend was great. We had a lot of fun. Did a lot better than I thought I would.
You top, bro. Like,
yeah, well, it's like, it was sad because the guy, like, I lost in round 12 to Satellers, and then in top 64 I had to play him again. So he knew everything that I had, and it was like, it was annoying, but it's okay because he was a really good player.
Who was it? What was his name?
Raymond. You?
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, he played really well, so. Yeah.
So what did you decide to play this weekend?
NEKROZ.
NEKROZ.
Yeah.
Art is not very ordinary.
It's different.
It's different?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like crazy, it's just different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and get into the deck profile. I want to see what you played.
Sure. 6 juice. 3 Unicorn, 2 Colossus, 2 Brio, 2 Valk, Gungnir, Decisive Armor, Trish. This card was probably better than Trish. I trished maybe 3 or 4 times this weekend, and I used this card maybe 8 times. Every time won me the game. You'll see why later.
Okay.
But it was really important that we played this. 2 Max C. I didn't feel like 3 was needed. 3, I just don't want to draw it dead. DD Warrior. We like this better than Bull Layer because people like Lancia, but usually this is only for game 1. And it's like the only card that outs it is Valk, so it's like we'd rather take the chance of them having the Valk. I mean, they most of the time will have back Valk, but if they have the Valk, they won't Jinlock most of the time.
Yeah.
So it was an easier, and it's good against Burning Abyss for Dante's, and it was also good against just like rogue decks too, getting rid of like Denebs and whatnot. So it was like we overall thought it was a better card in general. Yeah. And also if you went first in the mirror match and you drew Brick and you have this card, you can set it. And it's actually a good set because what can they do? Like they're not going to attack into it with Valk. Because if they do, you can banish the Valk. So it was a lot better than Bullet in testing. So 3 Shrit. This card, I've been playing 3 Shrit forever, and it's never dead. I always want the card, and it always puts my opponent on edge because I'll have 2 Shrits in my graveyard or banished, or they'll do the Rhapsody play, and I'll be like, that's fine, I have another one, and then I can it just like throws them off, makes them make bad plays, and I have more resources than my opponent.
And your late game grind is so much better.
It's so much better, yeah. I like, because after you do the first turn Valk, pop 2, draw 2, you've already used a Shrit, right? So you have another one left, so it's like really strong to have it. The tech card, that was amazing, double Gores. I wish I played 3. It was amazing. My friend
Gores?
Yeah, my friend Justin Delhon, he told me we all decided to play, and this is our reasoning. All right, so you do the Valk play. Let's say you go first. You do the Valk play in the mirror match, and you have Gores in your hand. Basically, what you do is you let them. So they'll do the Valk play. They'll attack for damage, and on the 29, you drop it. And the problem here is that usually they'll have 2 monsters. So if they want to trish you, that's great. But they'll be left with 3 monsters, and he's gonna have 1 monster on the field. So if he trishes, they're gonna banish the token, so we'll have the Gores, and then we can trish them back. And if they decide to not trish and they leave the token, we go summon Manju, search the Gungnir, and then specials everything in OTK. It was like unreal. We did it.
Savage,
we did it. It was only dead for me against Infernoids and Satellers. That's it. But I played 5 NEKROZ, and every game I had this, I won. It was so good.
So it was like MVP for the mirror.
Yeah, it was like, it was insane.
That's amazing. That's bro. Alright, what about these spell cards that you play?
1 sec here. Let's go. Alright, so prep. Here. Book of Eclipse, I won. I hate having 2 because having 1 I feel safe because I know that I can't draw it again. But having 2 is like, it sucks because if you have 2, I was playing 2. If you have 2, then if you draw it later on, it's usually not useful. You usually only want to use it once to win, right? So, and Book of Moon is for game shots. It's really good. 3 Rhoda, of course. 2 mirrors. That's the other Gores. 2 of this and 3 cycle. So this is paired with the Shrit.
So, okay, you mastered the Shrit, yeah.
Yeah. This is paired with the Shrit because Cycle's definitely the best one early in late game because you can search this out, use it, have like 6 mirrors left and have 2 Shrits left. So basically, you did the Valk magic play for free, and then you have like all your mirrors left. So it's like it's really good.
And then like in a late game, they're gonna look at your graveyard and be like, oh, he's out of he's out of everything.
Happened to me against Burning Abyss. The guy was like, oh, he made he saw my grave, so he went all in, but then he ended having 2 cards in hand with Scarm Search, and he had 1 set. And he was like, oh yeah, I have no cycles and Shrits left, right? So I'm like, all right, I searched it, so I was able to get I was able to trish him for free because he only had 1 back row. So this is like, it's like plays mind games on the opponents.
Okay,
it's really
I like it.
Yeah. So that was the main deck.
What about the extra and side deck?
I'll show you the extra deck here.
Sure.
So just these. This was really good. It's like pretty standard stuff. Cowboy, Dweller, Rhapsody, and it's like just that.
Okay.
Nothing special. Alright, and then this is the side deck. There's a couple changes I would do, but most of it was pretty solid. One Zephyra, I hate this card. I would cut this card for it. For anything else. This is trash. Jhin, we didn't main it.
I noticed that.
We didn't main it because we hate drawing it because it's a shit draw, and we don't want a Jhin lock in the mirror match because it's like good players will always have the out. So it's like, why put yourself in a garbage position and have bad cards, right? So we just like side it out. Or like, we sided it so we could just ask if they wanted to side it out. And even if they didn't want to side out Jhin and Vanities, we wouldn't put it in. We would actually not put in this card because of the card we're playing. But it was really bad. 3 MST. 2 Night Beam.
Why Night Beam?
Night Beam was bad. It should have been Galaxy Cyclone. 100%. It should have been Galaxy Cyclone. It was like decent, but it definitely should have been Galaxy Cyclone. Vanities, Breakthrough Skill was really good. Double Dust Tornado. This is for every matchup because we didn't know if Secret Village was going to be a thing, like still, but if it was, it's also good against Spell Canceller because you can set it, and if they end up popping with Helix or like in Cleaford, or they they want to Raigeki break it or pop it, whatever, it's like always chainable. It's in a sense it always does its job as a 1/1, if not a +1, so it was good. And the best card of the weekend by far, 3 Anti-Spell Fragrance.
What?
Yeah, this card just shits on the mirror match. It's like the best thing. Okay, so basically, most of the time they'll tell you to go first. Whether you go first or second, we side it in with double Breakthrough Skill. So then basically what we do is we'll do our best to get Decisive Armor out on the field, set this, and set our mirrors, say pass, on their standby, flip this. They can't do anything. They can't Raigeki your board, so they set everything, and then on your turn, you draw, you pop up, you banish one of their mirrors or whatnot, then you can go send you, manage, you can like do heavy damage and OTK them. If you can't, you make Diamond Dire, pop their other mirror, and then they're left with playing with 1 mirror, and you're like, I have a big board. If you can't out it, you lose. And then the breakthrough skills we played to basically out Exciton, Diamond Dire, and Trish
and
everything else. This card was like, and against Cleafort, I beat him game 1, game 2. We noticed that Cleaforts were going, they wanted to go second. So what we did was we put this in against them. They're going to tell us to go first. So we went first, so I actually did this. I sided these in, I opened it with the Decisive Armor. So I did the play, and on his turn, he drew. I said, stand by face, flip this card, and it was like game over, because he had to set his dualities. He had like Fiendish Chains, which was like okay, but then I was able to establish like a Gungnir, and then it was funny because he had the duality, and he got Scout, lose a turn, and Fiendish, and he had to take the lose a turn because he couldn't activate Scout.
Good Lord.
And then I asked him, he sided out all his MSTs because he was relying on Helix to pop everything.
So if you draw that, you automatically won.
Yeah, it was the only game I lost to playing this card was against the mirror match against Kommanod in round 5, I believe. That's because I misplayed really hard. I just made a really big mistake. I got greedy, but besides that, it won me so many games, and I would probably keep siding this in. It's really good.
That takes people by surprise. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Sean, congratulations again for the top 64.
Thanks.
That's pretty awesome. Biggest tournament of the entire year.
Yeah, it's great. It's my first top. So.
That's what's up. Well, congratulations again. This is Sean and Spoofy with TheCardGuys, and we'll check you guys out later. Peace.
Thanks.